Hello again, Guardians, and welcome back to the channel for another Destiny 2 episode. Now, in this video today, I will be putting all of my giveaway instructions and details at the end of the video, because we have a lot of content to go over, so let's just begin. This video is going to be really epic and exciting. We have a lot of gameplay trailers, we have a lot of PlayStation exclusive stuff, we have a bunch of information from a couple of days ago from IGN, and I'm trying to catch up with all the Destiny 2 news, and we're putting it all right here, starting with the COLDHEART. COLDHEART is a trace rifle exotic that is going to shoot a beam of ice in the form of arc energy. This new version of arc energy is going to be very unique to this gun, and as of right now, we're not too sure if there's going to be any other trace rifles. But COLDHEART is going to be really unique, where you can hold the trigger down and it will begin to do more damage over time as you hold the trigger down. It's going to be a beam of energy that just tends to increase or intensify as you shoot. And more so, you can pre-order the game Destiny 2 right now, and when you start playing Destiny 2 on consoles on September 6th, you'll be able to acquire this gun. And on the 24th of October, when you start playing it on PC, if you pre-ordered it for PC, you'll be able to get the COLDHEART there. Now, don't worry, if you do not pre-order the game, you will be able to receive COLDHEART on December 5th, which brings me into my next piece of information. We have a confirmation date, which is December 5th, for either a new DLC, the first DLC for Destiny 2, which will be the Osiris-based DLC, or a huge update like the Dawning event because of the holiday season. Now, I'd be really excited to see the Dawning come into Destiny 2 because that was actually a really unique and interesting event, and a lot of people enjoyed it. And on top of that, with the Dawning, with SRL, it was a really fun time, and a lot of people had a blast. So this is just speculation right now, but we do have a confirmed date, December 5th, having new information, data, and updates going into Destiny 2's game. Whether this is DLC or just a huge patch or update is beyond our comprehension as of right now. Bungie hasn't stated any information on this date, except for being able to acquire COLDHEART if you didn't pre-order Destiny 2. Moving into the next piece, if you pre-order Destiny 2, you have a chance to get a fidget spinner if you pre-order from one of the retail stores like GameStop. Yes, I thought this was fake, but in fact it is actually real, as you can see by the photo here. Yeah, the Destiny 2 fidget spinner really does exist. You can actually go and pick it up at GameStop right now. Now, what about if you already pre-ordered at GameStop? Don't worry. Go to GameStop, show them your receipt, or if you go there often and they actually recognize you, just tell them, hey, look up my account, I pre-ordered Destiny 2, and can I have my fidget spinner? They will hand you your fidget spinner. Every single retail store has them, so go and get it if you really want it. I really can't believe you did this, Bungie. Why? Please tell me why in the comment section down below. Now, moving on to the next pre-order bonus. Yes, there's still more. There is still more new pre-order bonuses for Destiny 2. There is going to be a new ghost shell. This ghost shell is going to be very unique. When you pull up the ghost shell onto your screen, when you can see the ghost in your hand, or at least floating above your hand, there will be two icons next to that ghost and two numbers. Those numbers will tell you how many Crucible kills you have and how many PvE kills you have. It will actually keep track of that for you. And in the trailer, it was pretty funny. So I'll just let you guys watch the trailer right now.
Outstanding! Phenomenal!
Take it easy out there, will you? You're making me look bad.
Pre-order and get the Kill Tracker Ghost.
So Guardians, that was the trailer, and I hope you all enjoyed. Moving on to the next piece of information in this video is going to be concept art from the Destiny 2 beta update. When the Destiny 2 beta had a patch update, it was showcasing some concept arts on the loading screen or the upload screen. And later on that day, more concept arts leaked out, including this image. A new planet or location, or maybe moon, covered in ice. And a lot of people think it's Europa. Europa was showcased in another concept art back in 2014, and 3 years later, we still have not trudged on that planet or location. And on this moon, we are also aware that it's a very important part of the Guardians' history and the history of the Traveler and the Destiny universe. So why have we not traveled here yet? Are we going to travel here in Destiny 2? Is Bungie preparing something for maybe a DLC? Or are they just trying to tease us even more to kind of throw this location in maybe on 4 DLCs down the road? I'm not too sure as of right now, but I'm really excited nonetheless because it's a beautiful looking scenery, and I'm actually really excited. From both the 2014 scenery and the 2017 scenery, it's a gorgeous looking planet. A winter wonderland of snow and desolate wasteland with no life on it. I'm actually pretty excited and down to explore that location to see what has actually been buried in our history as Guardians. What kind of weapons are lying on Europa that have been lost for hundreds of years? That's something really exciting to think about. But moving on to the next concept art that really intrigued me was this one. And it looks like a giant space fish eating a planet. But I actually really think it's a Cabal fortress or a Cabal mothership. And I actually believe it's going to kind of be maybe like the Cabal raid, where we were on the Dreadnought back in the Taken King, where we killed Oryx in the raid, and we were on his ship. What if the raid is actually featured on the Cabal ship this time? The Cabal mothership, like the largest place in space where the Cabal actually station, because I do believe that the Cabal Empire is actually in a giant ship in the middle of space, which would make a lot of sense because we all know Gaul is actually not in charge. The consult or the construct, I believe, is actually what is truly in charge and made Gaul take his army to go and stop the Guardians, take the Traveler's Light, and bring it back to the Empire for the Cabal. So it's actually a really big deal and something really amazing to think about. Moving on to the next thing, though, is IGN's video footage of the patrol missions, the public events, the world quests, lost sectors, and flashpoints, and a white engram that gives you prestigious gear. Now we're going to talk about all that right now. So the very first thing is the public events actually have a heroic difficulty bonus objective. And if you unlock the bonus objective, you'll actually get higher tier rewards and you'll get more loot from doing that public event. Moving on to adventures, you'll actually be able to go into adventures and expand your story. It's kind of like a little side quest. While you're doing the main campaign, you'll be able to activate adventures along the way or in patrols. And while you're activating adventures, they're supposed to be in the general location. And activating these adventures will only give you a little piece of the story added on to what you already knew, but it's something interesting to add to the patrol zones and also to the campaign to keep the story and lore development going. So we're going to have a lot more lore in the game of Destiny 2, which is truly exciting and what we've been waiting for since Destiny 1. The next thing is world quests. These are going to be large, expansive quests alongside the campaign. So you're going to actually have to think of this as a standard mission with several stages alongside doing your main story mission. So inside of the world, you'll be able to get a world quest. And inside of the world quest featured in the IGN footage was actually the failsafe quest, where they actually went to the crashed ship where failsafe was located, and they were trying to learn and uncover what happened with the ship and learn the plan for what failsafe had in mind for moving forward. So the entire crew is gone. Failsafe is the only thing left alive. Technically, she's an AI, so she's not really living, but she still exists. So she's actually able to talk to us, and Failsafe is one of the AIs that talk with our ghost and talk with Zavala and talk with us and actually make the story seem more alive. It's another character that's in the speech for all of the dialogue for the game. So it's actually really impressive that they added that into the game. Next up, Lost Sectors. Lost Sectors are showcased by this image on a location in the map. And if you see this, you're going to have to look around the general area, possibly have to do a certain event to unlock a door. And once you go down into the Lost Sector, it's kind of like a dungeon, where when you go down there, you're going to face enemies and you're going to get to a boss room. Kill the boss, and you'll be able to loot the chest. And this, Guardians, is the glorious chest. So much precious loot, Guardians, I can almost taste it. Like, literally, I feel like I'm holding the loot in my hands and I'm licking the engram right now. I'm so excited. But on top of that, speaking of engrams, speaking of loot, this is going to be pretty exciting. There's one last thing to talk about, which is flashpoints. Flashpoints are kind of like public events, except with a twist. Every single week, they're going to pick a specific destination, a weekly flashpoint. Now, at the destination, you're going to be at the destination and you're going to activate a public event. And after activating the heroic difficulty bonus objective inside of the flashpoint, you'll get special things to happen. This will be a weird boss that would otherwise never spawn there, and you'll have to kill that boss. And doing these flashpoints every single week on all 3 Guardians will grant you a special white engram. This engram will decode into prestigious gear. This prestigious gear, we're not too sure what it is, whether it's exotic, whether it's a blue, whether it's purple, whether it's green, whether it's a red, whether it's, I have no idea. It could be blue and purple. I'm not too sure. We haven't actually seen what comes out of the engrams, but all we do know is it's going to be high light level gear, Nightfall tier rewards. So it's basically like doing a Nightfall, except you're going and doing a public event. So if that's your kind of thing and you don't like Nightfalls, go out and explore the world. Go find a flashpoint and have a ball. Doesn't really matter. This white little engram will be waiting for you, and you want them. They're as precious as a yellow. Seriously. We used to hate white engrams, and they used to go away eventually once you leveled up so high in Destiny 1. Well, now you want this white engram. Trust me. Moving on to another piece is Destiny 2 retailer leak. Now, a Destiny 2 retailer leaked out that there was going to be only 4v4 matches in Crucible, which we already knew, but on top of that, 10 new maps in Crucible. That includes the 2 maps that we already played in the Destiny 2 beta. So there's 8 new maps that we haven't explored yet. And on top of that, we already know a couple of them, but we haven't been able to play on them, only IGN has. And another thing, there's going to be 5 game modes in Crucible. 5 game modes meaning Countdown, which we've already played in the beta, and Control, which we already played in the beta, are 2 of those 5. And we already know there's going to be 1 brand new version of a game mode. So what are the other 2? Maybe a type of skirmish, maybe a type of elimination. Obviously, one of those are definitely going to be elimination, but maybe I think a type of skirmish would be a good version as well. So moving on down, that is all of the retailer leaks. Now, for Bungie, they've already started working on changes to the Destiny 2 beta to the main game. After the beta, they already started working on changes and developing some crucial changes to PvE and PvP. So let's start with PvE first. In PvE, power ammo in PvE is going to be increased drop rates. So you'll actually receive your power ammo a lot more often than what you did in the beta. I felt like power ammo never dropped for me in the beta, which was a problem. So now they will drop. They also tuned grenade effectiveness and boss vitality. Boss vitality meaning that the bosses might have had too much health, and now they can take a little bit more damage. And they also changed overall weapon damage, which is great. So I'm not too sure what this is going to mean for all the weapons I enjoyed in the Crucible, But hopefully it changes a little bit of the PvE aspect of the game, where now we can actually kill things, because PvE was really hard. It was difficult. It was a lot difficult. It was a lot more difficult compared to anything else we've actually done in terms of the amount of damage that ads could handle and the amount of damage that ads would delve out to you. So yeah, being able to fix that is a great idea. And now, PvP. You can still have skill-based matchmaking. It's still skill-based, but it's got an increased importance on connection quality. A lot of people that played in the Destiny 2 beta probably noticed them getting kicked out of games very often. And this was a problem. And that was due to connection quality. So now you're going to get paired up to people with good connection, but also on your same skill level. So matchmaking is going to take longer, but you'll be able to find a better game overall, which will make your overall experience that much better. And that, Guardians, is the end of the video. Now, I hope you all enjoyed the video, but now time to bring in my giveaway information. Every single week, for all my subscribers, I like to host a weekly giveaway of 1,000 silver or a Destiny emblem from Bungie's store. All you have to do to enter in for that is be subscribed, show your support by liking the video, and leave a comment down below in the comment section. And on top of that, to get all of your blood pumping for Destiny 2, I'm giving away 3 copies of Destiny 2. On August 31st, I will announce the winners. All you have to do to enter in for that giveaway is check the link in the description. And on top of that, details to all the giveaways are on the screen now, just in case you couldn't understand me. Pause the video, read the instructions, enter in for the giveaways. Now moving on to the final piece of this puzzle. Thank you, patrons on the Patreon, for supporting this channel. You guys are greatly appreciated. And if any of you want to become a patron and get monthly access to special rewards and loot on my channel, including t-shirts, memorabilia, and a bunch of other crazy stuff that's only available to the patrons, then make sure to check the link in the description. But you don't have to. Remember, it's only up to you. You do not have to give me money every month. It's just something that you can choose to do if you're in that financial state to be able to help the channel. And on top of that, perfect time to subscribe for daily Destiny 1 and Destiny 2 content. As always, Guardians, stay violent, be privileged.